All praise Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashem Rakakadash. This relates to more news reports. Hope is edifying relating to information. You have Forever 21 declares bankruptcy for the second time. It's pretty much a store in the malls, U.S. stores and U.S. website during the process, which seeks a new buyer. You had Trump initiate the Alien Enemies Act that was last enacted during World War II, relating to the Japanese, relating to the Japanese when the Japanese were in the United States, you know what I mean, relating to Pearl Harbor. So based on them, and pretty much in a time of war. And then with the Enemy Act of 1798, what it states is president can detain, deport natives and citizens of an enemy nation. And for example, in that War II, the enemy nation was Japan. You know what I mean? So that's when the last time it was enacted relating to that. Permits of president to target these immigrants without hearing based on their country or birth of citizenship. The act has been just as 3 times: 1812, War of 1812, World War I, and World War II. So 3 times, actually. And by the way, this was blocked anyway by a judge. So, but he still deported relating to migrants. The Tren de Agua, the gang invading force. So he declared it relating to them, and but the judge blocked it, like I said, and Trump defied that and still, send people anyway. You have, and the judge blocked it because we're in peacetime, so he blocked it only for in time of war. That's why he blocked it, man. Let's continue on. You have the French. They want the Statue of Liberty back. You know what I mean? A gift that was gave over 140 years ago. Now they gave that in July 24th, 1884 as a gift, and it arrived at Pearl Harbor July 17th, 1885, and the pedestal was completed April 1886. And under President, and 6 months later, under President Grover Cleveland, he's president, 22nd president, 1885 to 1889. Then he was president, the 24th president, 1893 to 1897. He died in 1908, or July 24th. So under when he was the 22nd president, in October 28th, 1886, is pretty much official relating to the Statue of Liberty. So that's a little history related. There's various reports on that, talk about that. You have this is just quick, information of news. So the French feel U.S. is not worthy no more relating to having a Statue of Liberty. You know what I mean? So pretty much it says we'll have her back since you despise her, man. In a matter of speaking. And it said since certain people side with a certain type of individual, they're not worthy to have that Statue of Liberty. What's that Statue of Liberty supposed to represent? Liberty and freedom, man. What else? Texas law protecting life is clear. You will hold those who violate its accountability. That relates to abortion. Trump's tariffs send stock tumbling. Stock is tumbling, trillions of dollars. But uncertainty helped propel a different asset, which is the gold. Safe haven gold. Price of gold top 3,000 per ounce for the first time ever last week, and the precious metal continued to hover around the mark in the early trading Monday, man. So gold prices, the soaring of gold is increasing, man. 3,000 per ounce, man. You having the Houthis, Secretary of State Marco Rubio is talking about intensification relating to Houthis, pretty much neutralize the Houthis' capability. And of course they're backed by Iran. That's why they can do what they do, because they have a backing and support of Iran. So he's declaring more intensification relating to the Houthis, because they're controlling an area that's mostly one of the most busy passageways relating to in the Red Sea, man. Attacking ships, whether naval ships or civilian ships. So he's clearing relating to intensification relating to that. I was on the video. What else we have? You have pretty much International Light Coffee Creamer being recalled. You're seeing different products being recalled. Scripture talks about relating to Ezekiel 4:13-16, talk about relating to defiled bread. Defiled goes to spoil bad. That goes to the food. Bread goes to the food, man. So that's part of the curses. So this is a few reports. University of Harvard announced that tuition will be free of students for families whose annual income is over 200,000. Incomes of 200,000 or less, starting the academic season of 2025 to 2026, the academic year, right here. Here's a report talking about the White House border czar Tom Homan administration is to comply with the federal judge order to turn around deportation flights in the air. And Homan said there would be another flight every day. And when he asked about it, he says, "I don't care what the judge thinks." So you see in the divide between, the administration and these federal judges. And Scripture talks about if Satan be divided against itself, if Satan be divided against itself, how can he stand but have an end? If a house be divided, it cannot stand. Let me get the scripture real quick. Matthew 25. Let's say Matthew 12. So you see in the division between this administration and the governments and the powers, the Supreme Court and different things, the federal judges. Yahushua knew their thoughts and said, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How can his kingdom stand? So his kingdom is not going to stand, man, if there's division, especially internally, man. Because every great kingdom has fallen. Every great kingdom has its time and season, even under the heavens, as Scripture says in Ecclesiastes 3. You know what I mean? But it's fallen. It started collapsing within, man. You know what I mean? And that's what you're saying. You're seeing the collapse within this rulership, man. Especially right now, man. So. So this is some news real quick news. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Here we go. An English historian, Arnold Arnold J. Toynbee. He was one relating to talking about let me see if I can find something of his, because he is talking about relating to a kingdom. Just a minute. He has a quote. I was watching a movie. He had a quote talking about relating to every rulership. Let me see if I can find one. A civilization died from suicide, not murder. There's a couple of his quotes. Civilization is a movement and not a condition, a voyage and not a harbor. This is for educational use only. Of the 22 civilizations that have appeared in history, 19 of them collapsed. And when they reach a moral state, the United States is and now. So the United States is on the verge of collapsing, man. You know what I mean? Every kingdom has its time and season that Scripture talks about. You know what I mean? Even under the heavens, man. There's a time and season for everything. So we're seeing the collapse of a system, man. Economically, socially. Some different quotes. America is in a large is a large friendly dog in a small room. Every time it wags its tail, it knocks over a chair. So different quotes, man. Let me see something. Okay. Only birth can conquer death, and the birth not of the old thing again, but of something new. Life which does not go into action is failure. Militarism, militarism, yeah, militarism. Militarism has been by far the commonest cause of the breakdown of civilization. So militarism has been by far the commonest cause of breakdown of civilization. You know what I mean? A single art of war which makes progress at the expense of all arts of peace. That's one of his quotes. So militarism. So this is just relating to trying to find a certain quote. I can't find it. There's a lot of quotes in here he has. But anyway, this relating to information, news and stuff, you know. I hope this helps relating to information. This is just quick news, you know what I mean. This is Zayal with Hope Help. Shalom.